Hello, I am Alyx Weiss, or Ayydubs on the internet, and this is Revealing Your Secrets, the podcast, where every week I will reveal your secrets in whatever ways you'll let me, through voicemails, written submissions. We're going to be talking to some of you on the phone, even in person. I'm very happy to be here. You all seem to really be enjoying the podcast, which I'm very, very pleased about. But I do want to address something that I have been seeing in the comments on YouTube. A misconception I would like to discuss before more people perceive it incorrectly. I'm being really vague about it. Let me just tell you. So some of you have been commenting about how it looks as though I am rolling my eyes at secret submissions at times, which technically I am, but not for the reasons you would think. The last thing I want to do, as you guys are bearing your deepest, darkest secrets and innermost thoughts to me, is be passive-aggressive. That's not my intention. I have TOCD, or Tourettic OCD, which is going to get worse as I'm talking about it. I've had it since I was like 6 or 7, since I can really remember having thoughts. You would think having it my whole life, I'd be able to really properly articulate what it is. It's as if OCD and Tourette's collabed. So I have tics. It's not that I'm unconscious that they're happening, but it's also not as conscious as compulsions where you're totally consumed by the idea of doing it. Either way, they've shape-shifted over the years, the tics, and the one that I've had for the past 5 or so years is this eye movement that looks as though I'm rolling my eyes. It affects my interpersonal life as well. I've had friends think that I'm mad at them. I was on a date once and the guy was like, "We can leave if you want." So you guys aren't the only ones to misinterpret it, and I get it. It's just not the first thing you would suspect. So that's my secret. Although it's not a secret because I'm not ashamed of it. I have, though, been able to hide it in my editing on YouTube for the past 13 years, doing more jump cut content, but this is long form, so it is what it is. And I just wanted to let you know so you all didn't think I was being a bully. That's not what we're here to do. We're not here to bully. Also, I'm very excited to share a new addition to the podcast. A fun little treat, I would say. So you've been hearing our producer, Amanda, speak more and more through the past few episodes, and we have decided to give Amanda a camera.
Amanda a camera.
Amanda a camera.
Bow, 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 bow.
I'm really happy you're on the podcast now, more involved, because there have been moments while filming where I finish a thought and I'm just like smiling at the wall, just talking to myself. So it's good to have someone to interact with at times.
Totally. It's fun. I think, like with podcasting, like, I came from doing TV and I always say I love this medium because it's so much more like raw and real. And I think it kind of is, it's like an interesting segue from the conversation about your tick, because it's like, we're not hiding anything here. It's like you get to see all of it. Like, I don't like how the sausage is made. That's a gross saying, but also that makes sense here because it's like the sausage, I'm the sausage, we're the sausage. We're all making it,
We're all sausages.
We're all making this sausage and you get to see, there's nothing to hide is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's like you're getting to see the whole process.
We're showing you our sausages.
We're showing you our sausage, Do you want to see our sausage?
I think they do.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the voicemails.
Hey, Alyx. So, my name is Alyx as well. We love the Alyx gang.
Yes.
This secret, I'm sure a lot of people can relate to, unfortunately. But the thing is, this past week, I'm in uni, by the way, and I share a room with my roommate, a very chill guy. But I had this inkling this past weekend. He usually goes to bed like later than I do, and therefore wakes up later than I do. So I'm up earlier than him. So I'm up on Sunday morning, and I'm still in bed, and he's asleep. And I think it was just the fogginess of my brain, because yeah, the fogginess in combination with the horniness. So, 1 + 2 = 3. I did my due diligence, as you know, and thinking he's asleep, even though he's literally 6 feet away from me. Well, he wasn't asleep, and after I'm done doing my business, I go down to the dining hall and have breakfast. And while I'm having breakfast, I get this text that basically says, "Hey, can you not tickle your pickle
Oh.
like 6 feet away from me next time? Thanks." And yeah, I spit my pineapple out and I was mortified.
Oh
And
my God.
I have now learned my lesson. And I'm glad he taught me this lesson because it's mortifying. And yeah.
Oh my God, I have secondhand embarrassment right now. Oh no. I have a lot of thoughts happening. First and foremost, I have to say, I don't think I have ever in my life woken up in the morning and thought, I need to come right now. It's just more of like a nighttime activity for me, personally. I don't know if this is scientifically backed information, but from my understanding of the world, men are more sexually interested in the morning is what I've perceived to be so through my dating experiences. Amanda, do you have any thoughts? When do you masturbate, Amanda?
I'm more of a nighttime person as well. But, I was just thinking, actually, this is funny, but my brother explained this to me because sometimes I ask him things, that I want to know about guys that I can't ask other guys.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me, he's like, masturbating for men is like different because like for women, it's like we masturbate when we're like horny, but men sometimes will just masturbate because they have to like clear out the system, Like
So-
it's like a thing that has to happen, like, or they get uncomfortable kind of thing. So it's like maybe that's just a routine, like,
I see.
I
see. It's like drinking water in the morning,
Yeah.
eating breakfast. You gotta
it's like
whack
part
one
of
out.
the checklist. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but I believe that to be true for others. Everybody leave a comment down below and let us know what time of the day you masturbate. That is an unhinged question.
I like it. We'll do a poll.
Yes.
We're going to learn.
Let us know if you masturbate during the morning, the nighttime, or both. Should we add
Well, I was going to say even midday.
midday?
I think midday is a thing, especially now because people are working from home.
That's crazy. Okay. That's crazy. I mean, sure, maybe I've done it before, but not frequently.
True. I've definitely done it before too. So it happens. It depends. Like if you're sexting, it's like.
True. If you're really trying to procrastinate.
Yeah. Or yeah, totally. There are different reasons.
Leave it in the comments down below. What time of day do you masturbate most often? We want to know here on the pod. We care here on Revealing Your Secrets. Okay, my other thought, there's really a whole string of them. I think I would have preferred for my roommate, if I was in this scenario, to have told me during so that they weren't just watching from beginning to the finale, But that's really horrifying in a whole other way, though, to be interrupted. I don't know. Either way, it's really mortifying. I'm really glad your roommate set a boundary with you, though, because then otherwise he would have just been harboring this feeling that you were. It's just something I'm glad he addressed it, and I'm glad you are respecting it. Not that you sound like someone who would, I don't know, masturbate more in front of him despite him. Look, it's hard to be a college student. You are 5 to 6 feet away from a roommate almost at all times at an age in your life when you are at your prime horniness. It's not ideal. And then I can't even imagine how much harder it is as a dude when the thing gets big and then releases stuff. Like, it's a whole ordeal. And then I guess you could go to your bathroom to do it. But if you share it with other people, then that's a whole other, it's, instead of being 6 feet away from one person, you're like 1 foot away from maybe 10 people, even if there is a barrier between you. It's not ideal. So really my prayers go out to all of you watching who are in college. May you find time and space to masturbate peacefully. I'm thinking about you. Oh my, that sounds really creepy, actually. I'm like too old to be saying that I'm thinking about college students masturbating. I think we should move on. Your hair is completely unique, which is why Function of Beauty makes hair care products that are 100% customizable, made for where your hair is at now, and to help you reach your goals and getting it to how you want it to look. Founded by a dream team of engineers and cosmetic scientists, Function of Beauty is the world's first fully customizable hair care that creates individually filled shampoos, conditioners, styling, and treatment formulas. They offer over 54 trillion possible formulations, and every one of them is vegan, cruelty-free, and without sulfates or parabens. You can also choose to go completely silicone-free. Here is how it works. First, take the quick hair quiz to build your hair profile and select 5 hair goals like lengthen, volume, and oil control. I personally remember choosing volume for one because my hair is a bit thin, but also I do a treatment every 6 months that makes my hair a bit flat. Also, it was great to know that none of their products have sulfates because with that treatment, I am supposed to avoid them. But if your hair gets frizzy in the winter and then oily in the summer, Function formulas are meant to be changed whenever your needs change. Next, you choose your color and fragrance, or you can go dye or fragrance-free. I chose peach, and it smells so good. I also chose blue, and the bottles look very aesthetically pleasing in my bathroom. Then you get your freshly filled formula delivered straight to your door and prepare for good hair days ahead. Say goodbye to generic hair care for good today. Go to functionofbeauty.com/Alyx, that's ALYX, to take your hair goals quiz and you'll save 25% off your first order. Go to functionofbeauty.com/Alyx to let them know you heard about it from our show and to get 25% off your first order. That's functionofbeauty.com/Alyx, ALYX, to take your hair quiz and save 25% on your first order. There is a certain confidence that comes with a fresh shave, an aura. We call this BGE, Big Groomed Energy, and there's only one way to get that BGE, Manscaped. We'd like to introduce you to their best and biggest ultimate hygiene bundle yet, the Platinum Package 4.0. Manscaped is the leader in men's below-the-waist grooming, and you can now trust them with the rest of the body as well. Join the 4 million individuals worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping with the code SECRETS20. Balls are... I don't know. I don't have a pair, but I imagined that if I did, I would like for them to be smooth because I think that would feel nice. And I know when I touch balls sometimes I touch balls. It's true. I do like when they're smooth. I accept everyone's bodies as they are, but it's a special treat when they're really nice and smooth. Manscaped's brand new Platinum Package 4.0 is the biggest bundle they've ever offered, giving you a bulk discount on Manscaped top products. It's a one-stop shop that allows you to fully align your entire hygiene routine with elite products. Inside this Platinum Package, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, both of which are waterproof and feature proprietary advanced skin-safe technology to protect delicate parts and holes. You'll also find their Ultra Premium Body Wash, Ultra Premium 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner to leave skin and hair feeling hydrated and smelling fresh. Their ultra premium deodorant with cologne quality scent, crop preserver anti-chafing ball deodorant because it's not just the pits that stink, and crop reviver ball spray toner. Manscaped even threw in 2 free gifts to their Platinum Package 4.0, the Manscaped extremely comfortable anti-chafing boxers, which I wore last night to bed, and the Shed Travel bag to hold your goods while traveling. The Platinum Package 4.0 covers all bases to keep you smooth and smelling good. This is the best bang for your buck. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code SECRETS20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code SECRETS20. Unlock your big groomed energy with Manscaped.
Hello. I don't really feel much guilt for this secret, but I still feel as if this is the perfect opportunity for me to get off of my chest. Well, so at a very young age, my 95-year-old great-grandmother was invited to stay with us. Not really invited, but like compelled because nobody else wanted her because she was disabled, she was blind, she was deaf, she couldn't do anything by herself. All she did was cry all day, And I understand why, because I was really annoyed by it too. And so this wasn't my proudest moment. I was under the influence of substances, and she was crying about something, I don't know. And I put a pillow over her head and I just kind of pushed down. I was screaming at her to shut up, and yeah, you can guess how it ended. Nobody really found out. Nobody really felt any sympathy because we were just kind of waiting for her to die either way. So, like, yeah.
What the fuck? That is crazy. The fact that this girl sounds like she has no remorse for what happened is terrifying. I mean, the fact that it happened at all is terrifying, but on top of that it seems you do not care. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm just processing it. In some weird twisted way, I guess you kind of did her a favor because she must have wanted to die. I know when my grandma was on her last leg, and it wasn't as bad as this woman, she would constantly talked about how she was ready to go. I feel like that's just sort of what ends up happening, and I don't know how happy your existence is when you're functioning under those conditions. But also you didn't do her a favor. This was not a selfless act. It was a selfish act because merely by the way that you did it, the fact that you were swearing at her or yelling at her or whatever you said, it was just like your execution was vile. Literally, your execution of your execution was vile. Also, by the way, I'm just looking at this from all angles. Okay, I don't mean to at all imply that what she did was okay. So please, if it need not be said, but I'll say it. If you're watching this, don't kill anybody, even if under the guise that you're doing them a favor. Leave it up to the universe, okay? Oh, that was horrifying. I'm really, really disturbed. Hopefully the next one's better.
Okay, so this is fucking crazy, right? So, my partner and I moved into this unit complex, and we became really good friends with there's this other like young couple who are our neighbors, and I became best friends with the girl, and my partner became really good friends with the guy, and so we all hung out together, but that's fine. But then they broke up. And then my bestie was telling me about all the shit that he was into, and he was into vor, which is like eating people. But like she asked him drunk one day, she was like, so what's your deepest, darkest fantasy? He was like, I want to kill a woman, decapitate her head, face fuck the skull, and then I want to stuff her pussy like a roast fucking turkey, and then like cook her and then eat her. What the actual fuck? And then like she went into his like search history, and you could see he was like swapping between Facebook and Instagram photos of women that he knew, like his co-workers and shit, and like snuff films and gore, and like, oh my God. So he was like literally and he would like fucking watch like surgery videos, like mastectomies and stuff, and like jerk off to fucking surgery videos. And I was like, well, how the fuck did you guys have sex? And she was like, it was normal, but he wanted to get a spatula, you know, the thing that opens pussies up at the gynecologist. He wanted to get one of those and like look inside of her pussy. Oh my gosh. He lives with 3 women now. It's crazy. I only have 90 seconds. Sorry.
Oh my God. The secret was not better. It is not better. What? Who? You know what's crazy about this situation is that you can't really do anything about it. If you go to the police and you tell them this information, they'll be like, okay, well, we can't really do anything until you show us a body. In his body. I mean, I suppose maybe this guy won't actually act on this impulse. I know some people have fetishes that are just mental. Maybe he's not violent and he won't end up doing anything. But this doesn't feel like a situation where you just wait and find out, you know, where you just go, I don't know, we'll see if he does it. I'm just wondering what you can do. I would tell the girls that he lives with. That might be an inappropriate move, but I feel like anyone would want to know. Also, I'm so sorry for your friend. Imagine finding out that the love of your life, your honey bear, pookie snuffle face, is thinking about eating you alive. That's horrifying. Like, new trust issues unlocked. This girl will be going into dates not worrying about being cheated on or lied to. She's going to be like, are you going to roast me like a pig and stuff me like a turkey? Or whatever she said. That is horrifying. Oh my God. This is a really sick slew of secrets today. You guys are really, wow, getting to me.
I'm disturbed.
That was really...
I'm uncomfortable.
I'm so uncomfortable. I think that actually it's the most mild part of the secret, but the part that got to me the most is when she explained him wanting that.
That's
yes.
Miss Spatula. I think it's like any woman that is so, because that is such an uncomfortable thing.
Yes.
It's so cold and like, oh, that's just like, that is the reason why it sucks to like go to the gyno. Is that thing, you know?
Single-handedly when they shove that thing.
I think that's why I'm uncomfortable, because I'm like physically like picturing like, oh my.
Yeah, we're fine with the eating.
I know, we're fine. Stuff my pussy like a fucking turkey, but no spatula. No cold metal.
No.
That's scary.
Fine, eat me, whatever. Don't shove that thing inside me.
Yeah, Jesus. Put me on a spit, roast me. But just whatever you do, keep that cold metal away from me, all right?
Okay, on to the written submissions.
You've got mail.
My mom told me that she thought my dad was cheating on her, so naturally, I decided to investigate. When my dad left to go to the bar with a buddy, me being the dumb bitch I am, I go to the trunk of his car. He drives away, and I can't tell how long we've been driving because it's hard to breathe in the trunk, and I almost pass out before he finally parks. When I hear that he's gone, I quickly get out of the trunk to observe my surroundings, and it turns out he actually did go to a bar with a buddy, but upon further inspection of the sign, I noticed that it read, Penis, the name of our local gay bar. There is no way there's a bar named Penis. Amanda, can you fact check that?
I'm on it. Penis.
Because I feel like if there's not a... Are you just Googling penis? That is not safe for work.
Penis gay bar in America? How do you Google this? Penis gay bar in America. The Cock is the last filthy gay bar in New York. So the Cock is a thing.
But not penis.
But not penis.
Okay, so now I'm...
the gay 90s. It's a gay bar. Okay, but I don't see a penis. I'm going to keep looking. I'm going to keep looking, okay? I'm going to see if I don't see a penis on Google.
I just feel... Yeah, I feel like if there's no...
Moby Dick.
We live near West Hollywood, right?
No, totally. I live in West Hollywood.
If there is not a bar named Penis in West Hollywood, that is not in America.
Exactly.
But maybe they don't live in America?
Oh, that's a good question. Penis gay bar in the whole world. in the world.
Are you really Googling in the whole world?
I don't know. How do you... in the whole world. 200. Oh, I found a list that says 200 of the greatest gay bars in the world. It has to be on there.
For this segment, we'll just be naming really fun gay bars.
I feel like I have to go through all 200. I mean,
can't you just command search penis?
Oh, just scrolling.
My father was at a gay bar. I hid in the bushes when I saw more people pull in, and then I looked through a nearby window to see if I could spot my dad. Apparently, I had gone near a spot where the window showed a secret back room, and I saw my dad being fucked in the ass by a man who looked to be twice his age. I screamed so loud that they all heard me, and I quickly ran back home. It was about an hour walk, and I went to bed. And when my dad got back, he saw I was asleep, and long story short, he doesn't suspect I caught him being fucked in the ass by a creepy old guy. Moral of the story, my dad is really gay. Good for him. Good for him. I really am a little hesitant to believe this is real because we can't find penis anywhere. We're really looking for penis. But I'm going to talk about it as if it is real because it's kind of interesting to me. The most interesting part being not that you saw your dad getting fucked in the ass, but your enthusiasm about it. I feel like the only scenario in which cheating is ever acceptable, nay, praised, is when people are coming to terms and honoring their sexuality. You kind of just have to celebrate that, you know? Because it's like, what are we really here to do other than be ourselves? And even the trauma of you seeing your dad get fucked in the ass is overshadowed because of your enthusiasm for him just honoring his sexuality. I mean, that's something. Hopefully, this is a newer endeavor for him and this isn't like 12 years in and he's still living a lie to everyone in his life. Because I know it's hard to come out, but at some point you gotta honor the people in your life too. So if this isn't 12 years in, if this is a new endeavor for your dad, then we are celebrating the fact that he got fucked in the ass today. I'm celebrating the fact that your dad got fucked in the ass. Amanda, are you celebrating?
I'm celebrating. I'm still looking at these lists too because I'm obsessed with it. I was thinking the person who submitted this secret should write in and let us know, where is this bar?
Prove it.
Prove it.
We need receipts.
We need those receipts. And also, if you want, even I guess they can't do a photo. I want to see a photo.
Okay, we should not prompt anyone to send us photos of penis.
Okay, I'm finding some cool ones though. The back door.
Oh my God.
The manhole. The cock. We already said that, but if she said the cock, I'd be like sold.
I love that out of context, you're doing penis research while at your job.
While at my job, I do what I have to.
Who likes acne? I know I don't. I bet you don't either. I doubt you do, which is why I'm very happy to be working with Apostrophe, a sponsor of this episode. Apostrophe is a prescription skincare company that offers science-backed oral and topical medications that are clinically proven to help clear acne. At Apostrophe, an expert dermatology team will create a personalized treatment plan that is perfectly tailored to your unique skin. You just fill out Apostrophe's online quiz about your skin goals, medical history, snap a few photos of your skin, and a board-certified dermatologist will create your initial customized treatment plan. Apostrophe treats all types of acne, from hormonal acne to facial acne and even chestney, backne, buttney. They treat breakouts from head to toe. For me, what I love about Apostrophe is that I can do it from the comfort of my own home. If I can ever do anything from the comfort of my own home, I will. So I love that I'm able to go to a doctor on my couch and get my products while still on I have to go to the front door. That's about it, which is awesome and all I ever want to do. We have a special deal for our audience. Save $15 off your first visit with an Apostrophe provider at apostrophe.com/secrets when you use our code SECRETS. This code is only available to our listeners. To get started, just go to apostrophe.com/secrets and click begin visit, and then use our code SECRETS at sign up, and you'll get your first visit for only $5. That's apostrophe.com/secrets, and use that code SECRETS to get your first dermatologist crafted treatment plan for $5. And we thank Apostrophe for sponsoring the podcast. I keep debating on whether if I'm polyamorous or not, because for some reason, when I'm in a monogamous relationship, I still have attraction to other people other than my partner and fantasize having multiple partners at once. I feel super guilty about it. Like when I was dating my ex-boyfriend this summer, he was a very sweet guy, but I just felt like I also wanted more. It was like a natural instinct. I couldn't control my natural urges of attraction towards other people. Going out, I found people attractive other than him. I knew people who I felt like I had a crush on even when I was with him, and I just felt super guilty. Even with my other two ex-boyfriends, I still had natural urges to be with other people and have multiple partners and find other people attractive while still loving my ex-boyfriends. I feel like the reason why I'm hiding down all these thoughts and urges is because it's been implemented in my brain that I need to be in a monogamous relationship or else I'm never going to be loved. It's just natural to me that I can't be loyal. Oh, also, I don't even get jealous when my partners talk to other people or like have a girl/boy best friend. I'm bi, by the way. Like, I just rarely get jealous, even when people are flirting with them. I need advice and help. Am I poly or not? Sad face. Okay, this is actually very personal to me as well, so let's get into it. I have this theory that when people are uncomfortable, they introduce a little bit of a British accent, unless you're British, in which case I'm not suggesting that you're constantly uncomfortable, but I just did that. Did you catch that? And maybe I am uncomfortable because I've never really talked about this publicly. But first and foremost, to be attracted to other people, monogamous or not, very normal. Don't need to feel guilty about it. It's just a matter of what you do about the urges. And then choosing to live a polyamorous or an open, non-monogamous life is, I guess, it is a different story. The reason I say this is personal to me is because I am in a similar place. For a while now, I have been thinking a bit about how I'm not really sure monogamy is for me. And I'm very intrigued by not necessarily polyamory because I don't know if I have it in me to be in multiple loving, committed relationships. It sounds like a lot of work, but I'm interested in ethical non-monogamy. And for a lot of reasons, I mean, no lifestyle is inherently bad or wrong. It's just maybe it will be wrong for someone and right for somebody else. And for me, I really value experiences, expansion. I like practicing non-attachment, and the idea of someone having any say over what I do with my body actually just doesn't sit right with me. And of course, when you're in a relationship of any kind, there are still rules, or agreed upon terms, but ideally that you are less boxed in when it's not a monogamous relationship. And for me, it's not about hooking up with a bunch of people or seeking out lots of experiences. It's more a matter of not being closed off to new experiences if I want to experience them. And my partner, for them to feel the same way, that they can do what makes them feel good. Ideally, if I'm in the right relationship, us having meaningful relationships with other people wouldn't jeopardize our connection because love isn't finite. You can get it from multiple places, and also you usually can't get your needs met all by one person. So again, monogamy, not bad, but maybe not meant for me. I haven't tried it yet, non-monogamy, but it's something I'm interested in doing and have thought a lot about. And you hit the nail on the head when you said that the reason you feel bad or the reason you're hiding these urges is because it's been implemented in your brain that you need to be in a monogamous relationship. That is called compulsory monogamy. This idea that we are meant to be monogamous, that to be a moral, upstanding citizen, you live in a monogamous lifestyle, which is not true. And there are a lot of people who have open relationships. A lot of the healthiest relationships I've seen in my life are open or poly relationships, actually, because it does require a lot of honesty. And I have fears about it as well. I worry that less people will be interested in dating for that reason, which is ironic. But also, I'll probably find someone who's more in line with my values with that smaller pool. I worry about the discomfort of what might come about in that setup. But then again, I think I'd rather be uncomfortable or maybe jealous than live an inauthentic lifestyle. And there are pros and cons to everything you do. The worries that I think you and I should shed is the shame around it, that like you are non-committal or you'll never find love or you're bad or wrong. That useless dialogue. Here is my other really, really important realization I've made. Okay. If you ever find yourself stewing and brewing about something, if you find yourself typing into Google, am I? You are. Should I? You should. Okay? With the one exception of having obsessive, compulsive, intrusive thoughts, if you are ruminating on something, there is an inner truth being called to your attention. Okay? I have never lost sleep over whether I'm asexual, because I'm not. I have lost sleep over whether I'm gay, because I am, or pansexual, queer, whatever you want to call it. I was worried I liked women. Guess what? I do. I'm not worried about it anymore, but I was worried, and it was worried because I was rejecting it. And I've lost sleep over whether I want to be in non-monogamous relationships before. And guess what I do? We both do, so we should try it out. Maybe we won't like it, and that's fine, but there's a reason we're being called internally to give it a go. So I want you to accept it, own it, and honor it. A-O-H. Ayo. It's the new YOLO. Because YOLO's like a toxic excuse to do something, right? It's like, YOLO, just drank 44 Locos. YOLO, just texted my ex. YOLO, gonna jump off this bridge. Ayo is like, ayo, I'm setting a boundary. Ayo, I'm coming out to my parents because I'm gay. Ayo, I'm quitting my job because it's not fulfilling my soul. It's like the vegan, cruelty-free YOLO. So I want you to ayo all over the place and go get yourself into a polyamorous relationship and then come back to me. I'll give it a go as well, and we can discuss in a year, I guess. I'll keep you guys updated on my journey. I don't know if I actually want to do that, but maybe I will.
The only thing is, like, the only question in my mind, which, because you're saying, like, if you search it, if you think about it, whatever, if you're ruminating on it, it's a thing for you, right? And that makes sense. But also, maybe this person is very young and it just isn't ready for a relationship too, you know? Like, isn't there that argument?
Okay, I hear you, and that could be a possibility, but I actually would argue that even that is a function of like compulsory monogamy. Is like the idea that if you can't function in what we're supposed to be functioning in a relationship, then you're just not ready for it, you know?
Maybe.
I don't know. It's very similar to like when kids tell their parents like I'm gay or I'm transgender or whatever, and they're like, you're too young to know. It's like, actually, I think we're pretty intuitive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're wrong.
You're wrong. Ayo, you're wrong.
And
bye.
fired.
That's it. No more.
So that was actually kind of nerve-wracking to talk about because I don't know. I've been harboring this as well for a while now, and I've never publicly discussed it.
I mean, I think it's way more
common.
Yeah, it's just way more talked about. It's way more it's becoming normalized, I would say, at this point.
Yeah. And if anyone watching it has practiced non-monogamy or polyamory, leave a comment down below. Talk about your experience. Let's start a dialogue. Okay, so I should probably start out with the fact that I collect bones. Ethically never would hurt or kill anyone / something. I clean them, I carry bags and gloves around in my car and bag if I ever come across something that I want. Well, I found a possum corpse. Is it opossum or possum? It's
the $1 million question. I really think the O is silent, but why is it possum the only word where there's a silent? Is there any other words?
Fact check.
I'm just getting there right now.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone say opossum.
I don't think people say that.
But I actually think it might be correct, technically.
This isn't what we even asked, is it? But it's interesting anyway. Possum can be pronounced with its first syllable either voiced or silent. Oh, opossum dates back all the way back to 1610, as opposed to the upstart possum, which current evidence dates only to 1613.
Okay, so opossum is the OG.
Only by 3 years.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say possum because I'm more comfortable saying possum. Well, I found a possum corpse that I wanted to collect some bones from. It was like midnight and me and my friend were driving around. I found the corpse was still in the road, so I pulled over, put on gloves, and stuffed the body into a plastic bag. I threw the bag into my car. My friend was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I explained what was going on, which made her gag and look at me like I was crazy. I brought it back to her house. I say we, but she was sitting at least 6 feet away from me. took some small bones from the corpse. A few times I did turn around to ask if I was a bad person for taking bones from a lifeless corpse, but she told me no. Pretty sure she was lying. Anyway, we eventually took the body and put it to rest under a tree. This was the first time I did something like this for my bone collection, but I don't think I would ever do it again. The smell was too much. Okay, I mean, you do you. As long as you're not hurting any creatures, I'm fine. This was a full send moment. Did I use that correctly? Do you know that term?
Full send?
Yeah, it's like going all in, full send.
Yeah.
Okay. You're like, yeah, duh. I don't know. I just learned it recently.
Full send. It's like, isn't it from skate? I'm gonna be a Google freak over here. I'm like, isn't it from skateboarding? Full send? I don't know. Sending me. That's definitely a thing. Yeah.
I both respect you and fear you, which usually kind of goes hand in hand, I would say. Because like on one hand, I love that you're just honoring what you're into and what you like, and you wanted those bones and you got those bones. But also I fear you because I don't understand you, you know? Your interests are a little terrifying because they're foreign to me. But I respect you, and that's good. And I also respect your friend for trying to make you not feel like a freak. You both seem really lovely, and I'm sure the possum was as well. Y'all are just doing your best, and that's cool. I feel like this is a more tolerable secret about death and corpses after the Vor one. It's like, you just want their bones. You're not trying to fuck it, eat it. You know, it's almost really pure.
Yeah, actually, I think this is cool. I feel like this is like, what makes the world go round. Like maybe this person is a future archaeologist.
True.
You know, and there are people, this just came up, like I was at a recording of a podcast and they were asking like, is it a red flag or deal breaker that like if somebody works as at a morgue and they skin bodies? And first of all, we were like, okay, well, why are you skinning bodies? But that's beside the point. But it's like, there are people who want to do that. You know what I mean? Like there are people who want to do that. And maybe, I don't know.
And we need people to do it.
We need people to do it. So, maybe there are people who want to collect corpses, lifeless corpses.
As long as they're not making them lifeless, what's the problem?
Exactly. As long as they're not making them lifeless. And maybe you didn't need to do it while your friend was in the car too,
But, she was taking action when she saw the opportunity.
That's true. And also your friends should accept you for who you are.
It seems like your friend did, which is really sweet.
I know, that's true. And they stayed 6 feet away, but that's fine. It's boundaries.
Yes. I like this friend. Boundaries and respecting what her friend was into.
That friend was AOHing. AO.
AO. They were both AOing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's not AOHing.
AOHing. I mean, you could call it that
whatever.
Too.
We're trying it out, We're trying it on.
Yes. I was once jerking off my now ex-boyfriend and didn't have enough time to grab a tissue, so I ripped a page out of the Bible. Long story short, my ex came into a page of the Bible. And that's why you broke up. God smited your relationship after this happened. They put the Bible awfully close to the bed in hotel rooms. Like closer than they put a tissue box. Because usually the tissue box is on the desk across the room, if there even is a tissue box. So I would say that maybe that's what it's there for. Just a thought. I don't know.
Also, aren't the pages really thin?
Right.
It's like tissue paper.
Yeah. And also, I mean, maybe it isn't disrespectful because cum is really just life force. I just like hearing you sipping your coffee while I make a terrible argument. It's chaos. Okay.
Oh man.
Amen. Let's carry on. Okay, and now for going public, we will be talking to the submitter of the following secret. Okay, here we go. So this is a super new secret, like fresh out of the oven and is still ongoing. Not too long ago, I moved to a new country, new job, new life kind of thing, etc. When I came, I knew that I'd want to do things a little differently, but I didn't realize how far it would go until now. As I started my new job and started making new friends, I created this whole identity where I was Scandinavian. I have no idea why. It was my first thought, and from there, the accent started flowing. Just to clarify, I'm not Scandinavian. People started asking questions and were interested in knowing more about me. I panicked, started a whole lie about where I was from and family history, etc., etc. It's been half a year and I'm in deep. I've had to spend money for private language lessons, have had to learn the geography and history of the countries, have had to make a plan of my life and history so I don't mess it up. I'm in deep. I have no idea how to get out of this. I don't even know if I can. I've been dating people, catfishing my whole new life in a way, with this perception that I'm some Scandinavian guy. I even flew to some of these countries to get photos and an idea of what life is like. How the hell do I escape this one? It's costing me a lot of money, and Duolingo isn't going to get me out of this. That is insane. All right, let's get him on. Hello.
Hello.
It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you under these circumstances, too.
Your secret is absolutely insane.
I know.
Oh my God. Okay, so, well, first off, actually, are you going to be, I think we're going to be changing the way your voice sounds, but are you currently talking in your fake accent or your real accent?
No, this is my real accent, because then it's less likely to be caught out.
Okay, I see. I must feel nice, like taking your clothes off at the end of a long day.
Yes, it's like drag, right?
Okay, so I have so many questions. My first question is, why did you leave your old life in the first place? Something must have gone terribly wrong. You messed up. Right? Am I wrong?
Oh gosh, I've got to minimize the extent I say, so it's not really obvious, but I had a really bad ex.
Okay.
And it was just really traumatic. And it essentially is what made me, a good percentage of why I ended up moving to a different country.
So you were basically, would you say you were stalked away?
Yeah, I'm sure, yeah.
Okay. I understand why you don't want to say more.
I think because a few people know to the extent of what happened. I don't think any of them watch this. They're not as into it as I am, but like I watch this all the time, but just in case, you know.
I understand. Do you feel resentful at all that you had to up and leave your life because of somebody else?
Yeah, I lost a lot of friends. Like the majority of my whole social life went with it.
Wow.
And yeah, and so it almost like became reinventing myself a bit was a bit of a breath of fresh air, because I could just be this completely blank slate, but it went a bit too far.
So you said in The Secret that you wanted to do things differently. Aside from creating a whole identity, I'm assuming what you had in mind was more of a way you were approaching life. What were your intentions originally?
I think my intentions originally was just to the things like the accent and stuff like that almost accidentally came out, and by that point I couldn't step away from it, and it felt really good. Like my initial plan was just to be somewhere else and just be like a better formed version of myself based on the experiences I just had in the past and how I could avoid that in the future. That was the main part, and it just kind of rolled into something else.
Do you feel like you are a better form of yourself now?
I do really like who I am now, but to what expense, really?
Because is it really who you are? Maybe at the
I
core,
don't know.
yes, at the core, but the accessories, not so much.
Yeah, maybe at the core, the person that I've become is, I think, more who I envisioned myself to be, or at least young me envisioned myself to be, and that's really fulfilling. But obviously, there's these added accessories that have made it more complicated.
So you have a different name now.
I changed my name.
Legally or socially? Or both?
Oh, my passport says it and everything.
Oh my God. So you really changed your name. Wow.
I did. I think my mum was really shocked
Wow.
as well.
So do you still talk to your family and other people in your past life?
I talked to my mum and my sister. They're really great, but they live really far away from me, and they have done since I was 16. So, they're not going to observe a lot of this, but there is the odd phone call where I'll call them, and I haven't slipped out of how I'm speaking day to day. My mum's like, "What do you sound like?" I'm like, "Oh shit, sorry."
Wait, so she knows you changed your name, but she doesn't know that you're kind of living a new life.
She knows I changed my name. She knows I live in a new country, but she has no idea of the other things. Like, no one knows, Alyx. No one knows.
You're telling me you don't have one friend or family member that knows this whole story?
Nobody knows.
Oh, that's insane.
Nobody knows about it.
I gotta be honest, that actually makes me terribly sad because I feel as though that would be really lonely.
It is. I mean, I live with someone and they have no idea. They just think that this is who I am. And it is who I am, but I mean, to an extent, it's a lie. And I don't like lying to people. It's not a comfortable thing, but I feel like I can't escape it by this point.
Right. You're in way too deep.
Way too deep. I mean, I travel to these countries and stuff to get photos and things, and I pay to be tutored in the language.
I have so many questions. Okay, do you like the life you're living now? Like you're in too deep, and are you like the people you're around, what's happening, so you don't want to jeopardize it?
Yes, and I absolutely, I really do. I love my job. I love everything that I do, and the people I'm around. They're like everything that I needed and wanted, but in a way, I also like the version that I'm depicting to people, and not in a manipulative way. I'm not trying to be cruel at all and to deceive people, but it's almost become natural now to the point of like, oh, this is just who I am. And the moment I start talking out of that, like talking like this, it's almost foreign to me because I've been doing it for more than a year.
Is this totally new, or have you had a history growing up with making a fantasy of your life, or maybe like being able to lie easily?
I wouldn't say be able to lie easily. I think this is definitely something that is never would I have, one, anticipated, and two, have ever happened before. But
yeah,
I have definitely always had a bit of an over imagination when I was younger, that I did perceive myself in different ways and different forms, but more behind the doors kind of thing, not like two people.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you home right now? Can your roommate not hear this conversation?
Oh, I am. I'm in the public bathroom of a hostel.
Oh, well, you escaped.
I'm technically on holiday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean technically on holiday? You gave a what?
Because it's like a holiday, but I don't think I'm going to get much relaxing kind of thing.
Why is that?
because I'm spending a lot of time with my friends, and that can be really overwhelming. I love them.
Is it overwhelming because you're living a lie? Or
No, because
okay.
Interestingly, this is a group of friends that have no idea. They knew me before.
Wow.
Yeah, so they don't have a clue of any of this. They don't even know my life in this other country. They just know this version of me that they knew before all that. But they know my name.
Are you still on social media as your old persona, like your real persona, your birthed persona?
I keep my social media fairly vague. I mean, the name change was obviously something that was you couldn't avoid people knowing that, and nobody flinched. But
why do your friends think you changed your name?
They just thought I wanted that I preferred something more. They just think I preferred something different that was more fitting to myself, and they agreed. So
they were like, "Your old name sucked."
Basically.
Do you have any more thoughts on this specifically, like being with your friends right now and them not knowing? Is it almost more stressful to be lying to them?
Yeah, I feel like I have to be really cautious about anything that I'm gonna post. It almost I have to take out sound and stuff because I can't dare have anyone hearing my accent just in case.
Wow.
And so I'm cautious, but it's just really strange. It's like switching to a different person in my mind, but still being me in a way. Like I'm still very aware of everything, but I'm just playing a different part, and it's kind of uncomfortable, but also like, oh, I've taken a break from my life, kind of thing.
So, are you relieved right now to be taking this break? I'm wondering which persona feels more like home right now.
That's really difficult. I think when I'm in that country, at home, and I'm around the people, and I'm the person that they think who I am, it feels very comfortable. But then if I speak to old friends, like on gaming or something, this is who I am with them, and it again just comes really naturally. But I think if I was talking to other people that aren't my old friends, of who like this now, it would be very uncomfortable. Like talking to you is almost very strange and doesn't feel right to me. Like I automatically just want to speak how I normally speak now.
Do you ever get belligerently drunk and accidentally go back to your regular voice?
I've had such a fear of that. Don't even lie, Alyx. Like I've feared getting drunk with my friends and going like, oi oi, totty too, or something like that. I don't know.
It's keeping you sober.
It is, yeah.
I guess there's a plus side to it. You said that when gaming with old friends, you would talk in your regular accent. Aren't you worried that your roommate would hear you?
Oh, I usually play when she's asleep.
Okay.
So it's not like I'm not usually worried about it. She has like a very fancy master's that kind of knows this kind of thing, and she heard me talk to someone a bit more this than before, and she was like, you sounded different. I was like, oh, did I? She was like, I think when sometimes you talk to your friends, you just adapt. And I was like, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh my God. I really want to ask you, because you're kind of speaking in code and I understand why, what it is she does. It sounds like psychology or it might be something about dialects. I don't know. And you don't have to tell me. But you would say your roommate is the closest to a person who's on to you?
Yeah, but I don't think she actually questions it.
Mm-hmm.
Does that, like, I think she's aware of it, but she kind of processes it like, that makes sense.
Like, as almost as if maybe you're kind of inauthentic, like how some people change when they're with other people, but like no one would ever assume your story because it's fucking crazy.
Very true, yeah. But I I think for her, it's less of it's not very authentic, and more of a, like, she understands almost linguistically why that would happen to people, and so she's kind of like just scientifically made up in her head of like, I get it, it's all good.
Which works for you.
So, yeah.
When you went to your imagined hometown or that country to take photos, was it like just filling up your profile so people saw you there? If you really wanted to commit, you should have hired a child that looked like you and had childhood photos.
It's really funny actually, because I have some photos of really young me that look like I'm in those places.
Wow.
So that worked out. But I think it was half like I actually need a break and I need to just go away for a bit. And half like, I can get some photos while I'm out here. And just enjoy the aesthetic, but let other people think that I'm also enjoying the aesthetic because it's very nostalgic.
Oh my God.
I'm not sure.
So I'm curious how you're doing emotionally. Like, are you lonely? Are you finding it difficult to keep this in? Is it hard to lie?
I think part of me wants to say that, like, I'm generally fine, but then I think, would I have sent this admission in if all of me was comfortable with it?
Yeah.
I'm very self-aware of myself, and so I do go, hang on. And so I think there is an aspect where it's kind of like, one, the fear, I think, of being caught out, because again, it never was trying to be malicious or deceive people, but it kind of just tumbled, and now I feel like I can't escape, and I have to just kind of back it up as much as I can now. And two, the fact that I have to be two people. Like, it would be so much easier if it just merged, but it's not as easy as that.
So, I mean, you do have options. You could obviously keep going as so, but I do think secrets keep you sick. That's kind of a little slogan we have for the podcast, or you're only as sick as your secrets. So at some point you might feel like you can't live like this. Do you feel as though you would, what would be easier, to leave the life you're living now and go back to your old life? Would that be dangerous with your ex? Or to tell the people you have recently met in this past year the truth? Which is less scary, and what do you think you would be more likely to do?
I think the least scary option is the first option.
Was that going home?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to be there, but I do not want to make anyone feel like stupid or hurt or anything because of this, because I just want them, I guess, to like me for me, but now I don't really know who I am in a way because of it, like 100%.
Yeah.
And almost like the only out in my head is to move to another country and start again.
And do it again! Oh
just
my
start again,
God.
but go back to like OG me kind of thing.
Right, like the actual you moving to another country rather than a persona moving to another country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Right?
So, I mean, do you intuitively feel like you're eventually going to have to do any of the above? Or do you feel like you're going to keep going? Do you feel like you can sustain this?
I mean, I think I can sustain it for now for a period of time, but I'm nervous because I know I have some people in my life that may want who've known me from before, who may want to potentially see me or something, or may bump into me. There's the fear that they may have a mutual contact with someone I know.
Wow.
There is a lot of anxiety there. And in my head, it's like, probably the best bet is to, at some point, move on again, and because then those people aren't really going to have a conversation about me if they're mutual friends. Does that make sense?
I don't think I fully understand the last part.
So I feel like if I'm in someone's life right now and I find out that they're a mutual friend of someone from my past, they may talk. But if I moved on, I'm not necessarily in their life much anymore. So it's less likely for them to have a discussion.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Have you gotten into any really intimate relationships, whether friendships or romantic? I imagine this is a barrier.
Yeah. I've gone on dates and I've like chatted to people and I had been like seeing someone for a bit sort of thing as this person that I am today, and it's terrifying because it's almost like I have to keep like doing my research for me to keep up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you ever almost been caught in a lie because you didn't know something, or I don't know, things didn't add up?
With this secret?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
And only because I've got it really, oh God, it sounds so bad and I really don't want it to mean that way, but I've almost got it really ingrained in me that it's like if someone asks, I wouldn't hesitate to be able to answer the question.
You know what's crazy is that I guess someone could perceive this as you being bad or a liar, but you seem like a really, really genuinely lovely person. Like to your core, I can feel it. So this is just crazy. It feels as though you dug a hole and then you were like, oh, I actually can't get out.
Yeah, it really was that. Like, I didn't mean any intentions when I first moved here. I kind of, like, I first moved to the place and I spoke, like, made one friend and I kind of, like, went into this thing and then I had to start, like, building on top of it. The more they kept talking to me and asking questions, and I was just like, oh shit, I can't escape this. And by that point, it had, like, I think I have to stick with this now because I was just talking to this person in another accent and then they just kept asking questions and I had to just start throwing stuff out there because I would have felt really fucking awkward in the beginning. And I didn't mean to. And I care about everyone in my life and I don't want them to feel hurt. But it is just like, I just, like, oh, it is nuts.
It's really nuts. Hey, do you work in a creative industry? Because it feels like you could be a writer or something.
I don't actually. I work in along the lines of mental health.
I think it's ironic.
I know, Alyx. Trust me.
I actually,
like, do I pay for a therapist or do I pay for more tutoring lessons?
Wow. It might be helpful to get a therapist out there so you have somebody to talk to. But that might confuse you more, like it might be harder. I imagine it's harder to go back and forth between the identities.
It is. It's actually harder to move to this than it is the other one.
Wow.
Because that's 24/7.
I feel like I could talk to you for so long. Do you have any other thoughts or takeaways, fears, concerns?
I guess just if anyone, is this okay to say, just speaking out there to the void of people who may see this, is just that if anyone feels really insecure in themselves and that they feel like or they've gone through a really bad time and you feel like you have to start a new slate, don't do it like this, please. There is better ways and it is just going to build more on top of you. I'm fairly mentally stable and so I can deal with trying to process my way out of this, but I really don't recommend it. And for the safety of yourself and your relationships in your life, it's better to just be the authentic you that you can be.
Now, I don't know if you're going to like this, but there's this idea, and I'm sure you've heard, you do work in the mental health space. When you give people advice, it's usually what you need to hear. So I want you to turn that around and think about it, which I'm sure you have, Ben. I'm sure you have.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I definitely get out advice that I know I should be taking.
But sometimes we aren't ready to do the things we know we should do. So you take your time and take care of yourself in the meantime.
Thank you.
Would you keep in touch with me and let us know if there are ever any updates in this narrative, in this storyline? I'm invested.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm absolutely happy to do that. I
would love that. And I also just loved that you talked to me. You seem really cool. I want to be your friend, to be honest, and I don't know which version, but I'll take both.
I promise you, the personality is exactly the same.
That's
I'm just
important.
a big happy queer, so.
That's what I was saying earlier. I mean, it seems like to your core, you're lovely. It's just more of the what you called it drag at the beginning, I think, right? Did I hear that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's really interesting. I actually think this might be the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Well, I'll keep you posted with it. It's a roller coaster. It's ongoing.
I would love that. And just thank you again. I don't know if I said thank you already, but really thank you. I wish you the best. I hope that you maintain sanity.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I will do.
Do your best.
Don't worry. Yes, I'll do my absolute best.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
That was crazy. I'm actually a little tense myself, just kind of putting myself in his place.
I know. I feel anxiety too. For some, like my stomach hurts. I don't know if that's really like what that is.
Yeah. I mean, even when I have a little lie that I'm living with, it stresses me out a lot. So I just can't even imagine. But I'm not saying that to imply at all that he's bad or wrong, because he really does seem so lovely. It's just a pickle, a real pickle that he's got himself in.
I mean, we've talked about this a little bit, but like just how I think it's so like I definitely don't think he's a bad person. I think it's like so easy to get
lost in a lie.
Yeah, and that's why it's like lies are it's such a like slippery slope, because it's like you just I mean, it's like one thing leads to the next, you know?
Yeah. I really adore him, and I hope he tells us when season 2 of his storyline begins. Or I guess maybe it would be, I feel like he's in season 1. Keep us updated, sir. I'm not going to say your name. And, wow, I'm really processing it. It's a lot. I'm like, let's move on to the next segment, but that was just so crazy. I don't even know how to get there.
Maybe just a breath.
Now, we can be the ones who are lying in the next segment, Quasi-Confessions, where I reveal your secrets as my own to strangers on Chatroulette. Just so we can get some other people's reactions to your secrets other than my own. And also, I really love to mess with people. Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
What are you up to?
Still writing a paper, finishing up something for the end of this week. What about yourself?
I got in a fight with my friends, so I'm just talking to people on here.
Uh-oh, what kind of fight?
Okay, well, I was at a concert last weekend with her, and me and my friends were center barricade, and it was super packed in the crowd, and I really had to pee while we were waiting for the band to come on stage, so I just peed myself. Yeah. It was like really warm at first, and then it was really cold. But I stay really hydrated, so it didn't smell bad, which is good. I did get some in my shoe. But then my friend tried to touch me, and I got really defensive and angry at her, and I yelled at her, and she doesn't know why. And so now and I'm embarrassed to tell her why I didn't want her to touch me and why I got angry, and so we haven't spoken since.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you for that.
You don't know
I
what to
haven't-
tell me?
No.
You've never experienced this before?
Unfortunately, no. I haven't experienced that before.
Do you have any advice?
I'd just tell her and see what happens.
You're laughing at me is making me a little insecure because that's kind of what I'm afraid that she's gonna do. I mean, and you're doing it, and
But
so.
she won't be mad at you.
Yeah, but what's worse, to be laughed at or to be, at the end of someone's anger? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
And now your dog's yelling at me.
I think I know why the dog's barking. I'm sorry. But yeah, I don't know what to tell you for that one. I think it might be better that she laugh and is no longer mad, but she will understand.
Okay, I'll go tell her.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
See ya.
Bye.
The dog. The dog.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
That looks like a serious setup for Chatroulette.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I got a very cool basement. But you know what else I have?
What else?
A stomach ache.
Why do you have a stomach ache?
'Cause
What caused it? What do you think?
I know what caused it. I just ate a little bit of my shoe.
A little bit of your shoe. Did you eat from the top or the bottom?
The bottom. The rubber.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem.
Do you think next time I should try the top?
Yeah, because what happened is you probably went into a public bathroom today and stood on something, and then you landed up whatever you stood on. So just eat from the top next time, and you should be okay.
Okay. Cool. Because it's like I've eaten so much stuff, and I normally don't get stomach aches like doll hair, my skin, other people's skin, blood, rubber, plastic bags, chalk, baby powder, dog fur, metal, small wooden figures, small plastic figures, trash bags, polyester stuffing, Felton paper.
You're not reading from the list properly. You missed out 2 from your list.
What?
Just go back 2 lines from where you're reading.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I don't know what I'm talking about either. But let me tell you this, there can be a lot of people you can fuck with on here today.
But not you.
Not me.
Okay.
Not gonna happen. Okay.
Well.
But have lots of fun because you're going to, like, honestly, I love that sort of thing. So you're going to have a lot of fun today. You're going to be a lot of fucking confused people on here today.
But I didn't get you.
Not really, no.
All right.
What's he doing on there?
Okay, but nice try.
What are you doing on here anyways?
Something similar to you. Normally I just get amused from talking to people more than anything.
Okay.
But I don't have a script. I just tend to make it up on the fly.
Oh, I see. Way more skilled. My script.
I'm just older than you. I've just been around for longer.
Oh, I'm actually a pretty good improviser. You know what? I gotta go. I'm like trying to defend myself. It was nice to meet you.
You're not saying so. You too. Have fun.
What? That was like kind of like, I don't know. I was getting vibes I didn't like at the end there. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. What are you doing?
Hanging out. I'm drinking some water. I wish it was my period blood though.
Huh? What?
I drink my period blood? I think I'm a vampire.
Doesn't vampire drink someone else's blood, not their own blood?
I would drink other people's blood if I had access. Where do you live?
In my house?
In my house?
Is that close to where I live?
Yeah, pretty close.
Do you think you would let me drink your blood?
No.
Okay, well then
something else.
You would let me drink something else? Is that what you said? Are you kidding though?
Yeah, I am.
Jokes come from real places.
What places?
Jokes come from real places, and I think you want me to drink your semen.
Wow, look at you. You're definitely thinking about it. Then how do you know?
You implied it first. Am I wrong?
Looks like we're both guilty.
Uh-oh. What's going to happen next? Tensions are rising.
What are you doing? Some kind of podcast or something?
I'm just looking for people's blood to drink.
Seriously?
Seriously.
What's with all this setup? What do you do?
I breathe, I eat, I drink my period blood.
Come on. Seriously. Oh God, I'm having pain.
Why?
Why are you having pain?
It's just some back pain. I don't know.
You know what helps?
No,
With-
not drinking my blood.
No, actually, it's to remove some of your blood. Helps with circulation. I can take that off your hands.
Yeah, I would rather not.
Okay. Well, you know what? It doesn't seem like I'm going to get what I want here, so I'm going to go.
Yeah, you should. What do you want, actually? Blood?
Yes.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Yeah, good luck finding blood.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Hello?
Are you a girl?
Yeah.
Show 1 foot if you're real.
I'm not going to... I can't even see your face.
Yeah, you can, dude.
It's frozen.
Show 1 foot if you're real.
Obviously, I'm real. I'm having a conversation with you.
I know.
I can't even see you. Why am I going to show you my foot?
Because I need to know if you're real.
I am real.
I will cash app you if you're real.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
I did it like 10 minutes ago. I got paid today. So today's Friday, so that's when I get paid. I'll do it. Try me.
I need you to pay me first, and then I'll show you my foot.
And I don't know you. Why should I pay you first?
I don't know you. Why should I show you my foot?
Because I'm not asking for boobs or ass. It's just every foot.
Yeah, but the way you perceive my foot is as if boobs or ass.
How do you know that?
Because you wouldn't be asking so adamantly otherwise.
I need to know if you're real, and then I'll do it.
Okay, you know what? I will tell you what. You
What?
show me your armpit hair, I will show you my foot.
You have a fetish too?
I have a weird thing for armpit hair. But it's not like a secret or anything because I tell everybody I know. But I like men with hairy armpits. But it has to be a huge amount of armpit hair for me to be attracted to it.
How do you see if a guy has long armpit hair when you see him?
Well, just like you, I ask people to show me their pits. You know,
Wait.
and you ask people to show you their toes.
Are you trolling me or are you serious?
I'm very serious, and it actually is a little embarrassing that you're asking if I'm trolling you because I don't know. It makes me feel like I'm weird.
I am weird. I like feet.
And you denied it earlier, and I'm glad you're telling me now, honestly, that you like feet, and I like armpit hair, so let's pick for a pick.
I have a feeling you're live streaming because you have that mic.
Can I just have a mic? Who doesn't have a mic nowadays?
I don't have that type of mic like some Studio 50.
Look, I need you to tell me if you're going to show me your armpit hair.
Are you barefoot?
No, I can be.
Look, dude. Sorry, I have a weird feeling.
What'd he say?
Oh, he has a weird feeling.
He has a weird feeling. Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good too, thank you.
I do have a little bit of a stomach ache, but...
You have a stomach ache?
Do you have one too?
No. What happened?
I ate some of my shoe.
Of course.
I know. And I eat a lot of weird stuff, but I normally don't get sick. Like, I've eaten doll hair, my hair, skin, my skin, blood, other people's hair, rubber, plastic, bags, chalk, baby powder, dog fur, metal, small wooden figures. That one was my favorite. Small plastic figures, not as good as wood. Trash bags, polyester stuffing, felt, paper. I don't know. I just don't get why I should be limited to apples and bananas, you know? Why aren't you saying anything?
I'm not sure what you're planning.
To eat you.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
That may be your hair.
Really?
But maybe your hair. Your glasses look good.
I need them.
You need them? Okay. Your shirt? I'm sure you have others.
No.
You don't have any other shirts?
Shirt.
Yeah,
Yes.
Can I eat your shirt?
Okay.
Hell yeah. I'll probably just take a sleeve.
Used or washed?
I'd like it used. A little personality.
Okay.
Cool. Now, how are you going to get it to me?
Where should I send it?
Yeah. I know I'm not supposed to give strangers my address on the internet.
I can send it to your neighbor.
That's a good idea. I actually don't like my neighbor, so I will give you their address. Sometimes I eat their mail.
Not the mailbox.
That's a good idea. I gotta go.
Hey, what's up?
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing good. You got the microphone and everything. You are hooked up.
I know.
Wow, I'm impressed.
What are you doing on here?
I'm playing around. My wife is out, and she said, well, I'll just go talk to some people, figure out some stuff. So I figured, what the hell? Why not?
She's talking to people and figuring stuff out, or you are?
No, I am. She just left. She just came over. She said, just go play on that site and go have a little fun. So I said, all right, I'll try it. I never did it before, so I'm like, seeing what it's about.
What are you trying to figure out?
Just talk to people, see what's going on.
All right, what's going on with you?
Not much. Just chilling. Just seeing if it's worth it, if it's fun to chit chat with different random people. And I don't know. What are you here for? What are you?
Honestly, I'm kind of looking for something specific.
What are you looking for?
I have this weird thing for armpit hair.
No shit. Okay, that's weird. That's different. Okay.
I like men with hairy armpits, but I'm really picky about it. It has to be like a huge amount of armpit hair for me to be attracted to it. I don't know if it's like a kink or not. I've only met one other person that feels the same way through Twitter.
I can't say I'm feeling the same way. I got armpit hair, but not like a tremendous amount. But I got armpit hair. I got hair on my chest. I'm a real guy, but it's.
Can I see your armpit hair?
That's all right. All right, I'll do it. I'll do it. All right.
Yay!
Hold on. Just a minute. How the hell am I going to do that?
Going from below.
I don't have that much.
Oh wow.
That's not enough.
Yeah, that's okay. That's everybody's got their like fetish and thing, but that's cool.
If you massage it in circular motions, it promotes hair growth.
Yeah, I don't want any more hair growth in my armpits.
Okay.
But no, that's cool.
That just didn't do it for me.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Do you think your wife would care that you showed me?
No, we go online sometimes and we start having sex together and let people watch. It kind of trips us out. So
whoa, that's really interesting.
This took a turn.
Fetish.
Okay, so you guys are kind of, this isn't new territory for you. You show more than armpits.
Yeah, we show more than armpits, but we don't normally show just our armpit hair. But
that's all I need.
That's cool. You got a boyfriend or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Because you're a good-looking girl, you should be able to have somebody for sure.
I know.
Or a girlfriend or guy friend or whatever nowadays. I don't know.
I have them all.
Do you really? You like girls too?
Yes, I like they, she, he, it. I gotta go. I'm done. Oh my god. Well, I think that was a win because we got someone else's secret today. And I love that for us.
I do love that for us, yes.
That was really exciting.
He didn't want to share it at first. He said he was just on there just chilling.
He was being so weird and vague about it.
I also hate when people give that response, like, just chilling. You know, it's like, what? You really, like, there's nothing else you have to give? I'm just chilling, seeing what's up.
Especially when you're doing something like going on that website. Like, I'm sorry, but you have an intention being there.
Yeah, like, give me something to work with,
Even
you know?
if it's just like, I'm feeling lonely, you know?
Totally, but can you not think of, I guess we're gifted people that we can actually, like, think of something to say. I feel like that's true with a lot of like dating apps and stuff too. People are like, how was your weekend or whatever? Like, how are you? Like, really, that's all you got? There's a whole world out there.
I know. Dating apps I hate. I really
know.
hate.
I'm not even doing it anymore because I'm like, I can't carry this whole damn world, you know?
Every goddamn conversation.
Oh my God. You guys are boring.
Wow.
Get it together.
Get it together.
I really am like, I wonder what his wife is like. You know?
I
Like,
know.
I was curious. I was like, I know that I shouldn't care, but I was like, I want to know. Since you getting on the internet and thinking everybody wants to see you, like, I'd like to see what she looks like.
He was a little creepy, and I thought he was kind of doing wrong by his wife for a minute, but then it sounded like it's just kind of protocol for them.
Yeah, they're just creepy. She's like, I'm going to go out. You get on Chatroulette.
You get worked up. And then also him getting excited asking if I like girls. Like, I actually did feel weirdly fetishized in that moment.
Totally. And he was also like, I hate like old like people are like, oh, whatever these days, you know. Like,
wait, he said that?
Yeah, he said girls, guys, whatever these days.
Oh, yeah. It's like, actually, every day? It's just,
like
you would be ostracized before?
Like, he probably lives in some, like, little podunk place, you know? It's like, whoa, whatever you guys are doing over there in the internet.
Amanda, your accent is really good.
Oh, thanks. See? I should get on Chatroulette. I'd have something to give.
Oh my God, should you take over the segment one day?
Oh my God. That'd be fun. Actually, I would do it.
Oh. And now for a round of applause to celebrate those of you who shared your secrets and also give listeners a little something to feel better. Sometimes these secrets can be a lot. Today's round of applause is the assignment. I want you to AO. AOH. I like AO better. I want you to AO something in your life. So here's the prompt. What is it that you're ruminating on that you need to accept, own, and honor? Do you need to break up with someone? Do you need to quit your job? Do you need to tell someone they hurt your feelings? Do you need to throw something out that you're holding on to that you shouldn't be holding on to? I don't know, right? Only you know. And the thing that you're thinking about right now that you're like, that thing, no. That's exactly what you need to do. It's okay if you're not ready. I hope you get closer to ready by considering it right now, though. Another way to think about it is just perhaps how are you inauthentically showing up in your life? Is there anything that you need to, or it would feel better to approach differently? I'll give an example myself. I inauthentically show up in my life when I say yes to things I don't want to say yes to because I have people-pleasing tendencies. And so I need to own when I don't want to do something, accept that I can't please people all the time. Or wait, that was backwards. I need to accept that I can't please people all the time, own what I want to do, and then honor it by being honest with the people in my life. So that's how I'm going to AO. Next time somebody asks me to do something I don't want to do, I'm going to say, AO, boundary, bitch. But I'm not going to call them a bitch because that's not kind. All right, let me know how you AO. I would love to know. You can tell us by emailing secrets@castmedia.com, that's cast with a K, or use hashtag revealing your secrets on any social media site and tag me. It's AYYDUBS. Almost everywhere. Alyx Weiss on TikTok. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to follow, rate, and review Revealing Your Secrets, the podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, you are only as sick as your secrets, so send them to me. Go to castmedia.com/secrets, that's cast with a K, to leave a voicemail or fill out the anonymous submission form at the bottom of my show notes. Today's episode of Revealing Your Secrets is a production by Cast Media. I am your host, Alyx Weiss. My producer is Amanda Elliott. My executive producers are Colin Thompson and Harris Lane. My editor is Arvin Lee. Our technical engineer is Olivia Haas. And design and animations by Jeff Schweikart and Patrick Carrion. I will see you next time.
That's how that sausage is made.